Welcome to the Beat Reporters Inbox on MLB.com, presented by Edward Jones. I'm Maria Guardado, MLB.com Angels reporter, here with Nicole asking the questions. Nicole, what do we have first?
Okay, Maria, the first question we got is from Mel. What is the biggest impact with Ohtani now deciding to have Tommy John surgery?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a really big blow for the Angels, particularly since it really deprives them of a frontline starter all through 2019. I think this probably increases the chances of the Angels kind of pursuing some sort of pitching help during the offseason, you know, whether it be going after one of the top-tier free agents like Dallas Keuchel or Patrick Corbin, or, you know, potentially exploring the trade market. It remains to be seen, but I think it definitely is a big blow for the Angels, considering the struggles they've had to kind of keep their rotation healthy and kind of maintain that pitching depth. So I think they're definitely going to have to find a way to fill that void this winter.
Edgar wants to know, are there any plans to retire Vladimir Guerrero's number?
This is kind of a tricky one in the sense that, you know, Vladimir Guerrero obviously wore number 27, and who is currently wearing number 27, Mike Trout. But I think that, you know, it's definitely not an honor that the Angels give liberally. I think they've only retired about 6 jerseys in their entire franchise history. But Vladimir Guerrero is definitely deserving. I mean, he's the first guy to go into the Hall of Fame, obviously, with an Angels cap. So I think that it is something that the Angels will do eventually. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, next year or the year after that. But I think that, you know, there is precedent for a team retiring a number and kind of continuing to allow an active player to use that number, most notably Mariano Rivera continuing to wear number 42 even after Major League Baseball retired that number for Jackie Robinson. So it'll be an interesting situation to see how that unfolds, but I don't think that it's going to be something that's necessarily going to happen right away.
Carlos wants to know, who could be the next Angels manager for 2019?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of speculation on this topic right now, just given, you know, the reports that surfaced in August that Mike Scioscia is going to be stepping down after 19 years at the helm. I think that, you know, should that happen as expected, there are a couple of eternal candidates that the Angels have in-house who will probably be pretty in that mix to succeed Scioscia. I think first is bench coach Josh Paul, and alongside him are special assistants Eric Chavez and Brad Ausmus. Brad Ausmus was obviously the former manager of the Tigers, whereas Eric Chavez was that former third baseman for the A's, most notably. And he also ended up managing AAA Salt Lake for the final month of the season. So I think that, you know, those are kind of 3 guys to keep an eye on as this situation unfolds.
How realistic do we get to see Jo Adell sooner or later?
Yeah, it's another something else to guys keep an eye on moving forward. He's obviously emerged as probably the Angels' best prospect. They probably haven't had a kind of high ceiling guy like him since Mike Trout. So I think a lot of people are kind of clamoring for him and Trout to kind of end up sharing the outfield together in the near future. You know, it's possible that he could make it to the majors, I think, as soon as next year. You know, he's only 20 years old, but he's obviously shown a lot of polish. I think MLB Pipeline is kind of projecting him to be among the top 3 prospects in all of baseball next year. So I think there's a possibility that he could definitely continue to make that push and reach the majors as early as next season. Thanks for watching the Beat Reporters Inbox on MLB.com, presented by Edward Jones. Tune in next time.